students, today's lesson is on writing equations in point-slope form. So this is a new format that you haven't seen yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it means. So a linear equation written in the form y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1 is point-slope form. That's telling us that the line passes through the point x1, comma, y1, and the slope of the line is m. So go ahead and back that up if you need to hear that again. But there's the format of point-slope form. And let's go ahead and look at our first example. So I'm going to write that equation one more time here, or that format. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so we're going to use that given this point, negative 6, 1, and this slope, 2/3. So we're going to plug in x1 and y1 and our slope, which is m. So we're going to do y minus 1 equals 2/3 times x minus negative 6, which is x plus 6. X minus negative 6 would be x plus 6. So that is written in point-slope form right there. And then we're going to check our solution by putting this point back into our equation and making sure that it's true. So we're going to do 1 minus 1 equals 2/3 times negative 6 plus 6. 1 minus 1 is 0, and 2/3 times 0 is also 0. So yes, that did work. Okay, let's look at another example. This time, instead of being given the slope, we're just given 2 points. But we know that we can find the slope given 2 points by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's start by finding that slope. I'm going to do negative 2 minus 4 over 5 minus 2. That's negative 6 over 3, or a slope of negative 2. Now I can use either of these 2 points and put it into my equation for point-slope form, and then it says to convert it to slope-intercept form at the end. So let's start by the point-slope form, which we know is y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So let's use this 0.24. So we're going to do y minus 4 equals negative 2 was our slope times x minus 2. Okay? Now we're just going to simplify this equation and put it into slope-intercept form. So I need to start by distributing my negative 2. So y minus 4 equals negative 2x plus 4. Now I'm going to add 4 to both sides. And I have y equals negative 2x plus 8. So that's my equation in slope-intercept form. All right, we've got one more to do. An example here. You finish parasailing and you're being pulled back into the boat at a rate of 10 feet per second. After 2 seconds, you are 25 feet above the ground. Write and graph an equation that represents your height, which is y. So we'll go ahead and label that right now, height, above the boat after x seconds. So this is time in seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our numbers on here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's count by 5s here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our formula for point-slope form. And let's start by writing it. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we're going to use this slope of 10 feet per second, although we're coming back to the boat, we're coming to the ground. So we're decreasing our height by 10 feet per second. So our slope is negative 10. And I have this point 2 seconds, that's my x value, 25 feet above the ground is a y value. So I'm using the point 225 as my point in this point slope equation. Okay, so we have y minus 25 equals negative 10, because I'm coming down at a rate of 10 feet per second, times x minus 2. Okay, so we're going to put this, we're going to put this into slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and simplify by distributing. Y minus 25 equals negative 10x plus 20. We're going to add 25 to both sides. Sorry, I ran out of room here. So my equation is y equals negative 10x plus 45. Okay, and then our question is, at what height were you parasailing? So before we answer that question, we can kind of see, because our y-intercept is at 45, so it's probably going to be 45 feet. But let's go ahead and graph it as well. So our intercept is at 45, so it looks like I need to add one more number here, 45. And then we're going down at a rate of 10 feet per second. So every second we go down 10 feet. Every second, 10 more feet. Okay, and we're going to intersect right here at like 4.5 seconds. So if we were asked how much time does it take to come down, it would be 4.5 seconds total. Okay, that is it. Go ahead and try a few on your own, and I will see you soon.